You're listening to the audio production of the Twentysomething Handbook, Everything You Actually Needed to Know About Real Life by Nora Bradbury-Haehl, published by Thomas Nelson and read by Gabra Zackman. Please note that you may download an accompanying PDF that provides enhanced materials for this audiobook. To download the PDF, please visit harperchristianaudio.com. To Greg, for knowing I could do it and being with me while I did. Introduction. Dear 20-something, hi, I'm Nora. For more than 25 years, I've worked with teens and 20-somethings in churches, camps, and leadership programs. I've been really, really lucky to spend my career in the world of late nights and laughing till you cry and singing loudly and letting your guard down. The world of discovering who you are and realizing that there actually are people who understand what it's like to be you. I've spent my life in the kinds of places that form deep bonds, the kinds of bonds where people, when they're having trouble in life, come back to check in. Sometimes it's been a few months since we've talked. Sometimes it's been a few years. Sometimes they're touching base to ask for advice or support. Often it's because they need to be reminded of who they were, because they're working really hard to become who they want to be. That's where this book comes from. It comes from being a part of people's lives and wanting the best for them. I want the best for you, too. It's probably a little weird for me to tell you that, since we've only just met, but I'm doing it anyway. I do want the best for you, and I hope this book helps you get there. At first glance, it might seem like this book is about the easy, straightforward things that everyone ought to know: how to find an apartment, or cook a meal, or make a budget. And it is, though you may have already discovered that many of the things that are supposed to be easy are not easy at all. Here in these pages, you can find help for all the tasks and to-dos of 20-something life, things that maybe you should have learned by now, but somehow missed. But there's more than that. One of the 20-something voices you'll hear throughout the book, Emily, put it really well. I think it's worth acknowledging that this is a time when the game has changed, and that it's okay to feel out of sorts or like things are just harder. That it can be an amazing time full of growth and figuring things out and starting to curate habits for the rest of your life. But if you're not experiencing all the wonderful upsides of that growth, you're not somehow missing out on the biggest and best time of your life. There are new challenges in each season of life, and this feeling that everything is tough and you haven't quite arrived yet, that things are not as bright and shiny as you thought.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?